Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mike.
I'm Duran.
Wait, no, you're not.
What's up, guys? I'm Glenn.
Threw me off a little bit there. And this is before we forget the podcast. And as you guys see today, Duran is not here, but he will be back in a future episode here.
Rip, man.
So, Glenn,
Yeah.
you said you had a question for us today.
Yeah, I did. So I've been thinking about this. Like, do you think it's okay to give other parents parenting advice? Let me preface this by saying, like, unwarranted. Like, they didn't ask for it. Obviously, if they ask for advice, it's okay to give it to them. But, like, if you see them doing something that you're just like, man.
Only if we have that relationship.
Okay.
Like, I feel like if you or me were chilling and something happened and we were like, hey, man, maybe you should do this next time. Like, I'd be like, okay, cool. We are on that level. But, like, if some random person walks up to me and they're like, you shouldn't hit your kids because they'll grow up. I'd be like, shut the hell up. Like, this ain't your business.
Yeah.
But, no, I stay out of people's business.
I think I agree. And I think the reason I was thinking about this, though, is because I just like, I don't know, like I just look at how other people raise their kids and how it's so different than how I raise mine.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about like, man, I bet I could learn so much from them. If like how
in a good way or
yeah. Because I think we all have like a unique way. Like I think being a parent it puts you in a unique position that a vast majority of people can relate to and also have very vastly different ways of doing that one thing.
Agree. I feel like a lot of parenting is like trying to make sure they don't go through the bad moments you've been through, but also trying to recreate the good moments you've been through as a kid.
Right.
And I mean, depending on how you grew up, it's different for me. It's different for you. So like for me, jumping off a roof into the backyard was normal. Like we climbed the side of the house, jump. But for my wife, if she saw my kids jump off the roof, she'd be freaking. What are you doing? Get off of there!
Well, I feel like being a kid today is so much different than it was when we were kids.
Yeah, I mean, you drop something on the floor, they're like, throw it away.
Right? Yeah,
throw it away. You better blow on that and eat it.
Okay, so let's say that the people listening to this right now did ask us for advice.
Yeah.
What do you think would be one bit of advice that you would give to parents that you think you found successful in yourself in being a parent?
Don't be afraid to admit you're wrong. I don't think I've ever heard my parents like apologize or admit they were wrong when they were younger. And granted, it's not like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't do it. But I think kids learn from what you show them. Right. So being able to, like, my oldest, I came home one day and there's just stuff all over the floor. And I'm like, I've told you, pick your stuff up, like get off there. And I'm just like, kind of like telling her, like, how many times do I have to tell you this?
Yeah.
And then come to find out her sister was looking for something in her backpack and ended up putting it on the couch. And then one of the dogs jumped on the couch and knocked it on the floor. And then it just escalated from there.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, man, now I feel like an asshole for like kind of, she didn't even say a word. She just like took it.
Yeah.
Right. So now you got to, at that point, swallow your pride and go back and be like, look, you know, I messed up. I apologize. I understand that wasn't you. Like, I made a mistake in this.
Right.
And I never heard my parents say that. Not once. Not when I was younger, at least.
I don't think I ever did either. But I don't know. It's just, like I said, Times are different, man. I
Yeah.
feel like we were parented um a lot. What's the best way? Like,
We weren't as sheltered.
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, man. We were just out playing in the streets until it was dark, and but we didn't grow up with like the
Cell phones
technology
and
and
yeah.
stuff that kids grow up with these days.
Right. You had to go outside or
Yeah,
you're in the house reading books and you're a nerd.
right.
Which I mean I did both. I ain't gonna lie. But back at you though, like what's one piece of warranted advice you would give?
Man, I think just be there. You know what I mean? Like, don't ever be too busy for your kids.
Yeah.
And like when like your daughter or like whenever like my daughter comes up and she wants me to like read her a book or something real quick, like it's gonna take me a couple of minutes to read her this book and she's gonna be happy and we just spent some quality time together.
Yeah.
Like you gotta it's those little things like that that you can't take for granted. Because the best thing about being a parent is watching your kids grow up. And the worst thing about being a parent is watching your
Watching
kids
them
grow
grow
up.
up. Man, dude, I tell you, my daughters are like I have one preteen and one about to hit double
Yeah, dude,
digits.
it's crazy.
And I just sit back and I'm like, how did we get to this point? Like, and it's nice because you're like they're kind of self-sufficient. I don't have to do as much like hand holding.
Yeah.
But then it's just like I kind of miss all of it. Like
Right. Right. Yeah, man, I don't know. And it happens so quick too. I mean, we had our first one and that seemed like that was gonna be it. And then bam, and now 3 kids, here we are.
I know.
And
I remember you told me about the second one, and I was like, "Oh man, cool, congrats!" And then you told me about the third one, and I was like, "You're kidding, right? Really? Oh, okay."
Oh man.
uh, yeah, it's something. I will say, touching on base of what you said about just being present. Um, I take pride in saying that all of my friends that I have are amazing parents as
Mhm.
far as they're present in their kids' lives. They're taking care of them, and it's just something like if you're not that type of father or parent, like I can't have that relationship with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I can't smile in your face and know that your kid isn't seeing you.
Yeah, you can
Um,
definitely tell a lot about a person by the kind of parent that they are, for
yeah,
sure.
yep. And if you don't yell at your kid, we can't be friends.
I mean, yeah, you got to yell at your kids every once in a while, man. Like,
Like,
here's the thing: it's okay to call your child a dickhead. Maybe not to them, but like, man, it's okay to whisper it under your breath. Sometimes your
that's
kid's being
that's
a little
that's
asshole, dude, and
that's
it's okay
yours.
to
See,
call him a little asshole.
I'm one that like, oh, this little fucker.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
But I say that about my dogs too. So I mean, maybe that's just my word. Who knows?
Yeah, man, it's okay. It's all right. We all do it.
Now, I guess kind of speaking on this unwarranted advice. Have
Uh-huh.
you gotten unwarranted advice from parents?
Not that I can really think of. And I guess just kind of the person that I am, like even if somebody gave it to me, I just be like, yeah, all right, whatever. Like I wouldn't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I wouldn't look at it as too big of a deal. I don't really care what other people, I know what kind of parent I am, so I don't really care if um, other people think differently. And but if it's good advice, then
Yeah.
I'm certainly glad to hear it. So maybe I didn't ask for it, but
There
it's
was
appreciated all the same.
there was one that I hated hearing.
Mhm.
And I heard it so much, and now I'm like, I relate to it so much. And I think you heard it. Um, enjoy this time while they're young because they grow really quickly.
Yeah.
And I was just like, they're freaking
yeah.
one. Like they're not gonna grow.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
And now I'm just like, damn, that time really did fly by.
You don't realize like how much they grow in this time too,
Yeah.
man. It is crazy.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like, you could call me whatever, but cannot call me a bad father.
Absolutely not.
And I'm there for the kids.
Yeah. So, man, I just like I'm so proud of my kids. You know what I mean? It's just like the one thing I'm so proud. Like I swear to God, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's destined to do great things.
Mm-hmm.
I just
agree.
I mean, you can just look at her and you can tell that girl is,
and
she's gonna do something special.
Your middle child is destined to try to stop her.
He might be a little bit of a super villain. It's all right.
Either a super villain or he's gonna be one tough ass UFC fighter.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's gonna be a little he's gonna be a little crazy for sure. But
I honestly think he'll calm down like right around teenage years, and he's gonna be a completely different person.
Maybe he could take all of that energy and put it into something like
wrestling,
baseball, or wrestling. Yeah,
I mean, there's baseball. There's, I mean, he could be the next big thing.
Yeah,
just train him up. Now, your youngest starter.
Yeah, she's gonna be a CEO of something. She is so bossy, and she don't take shit. She's gonna be running some sort of company.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie may be the first female president, only to be beat by her younger sister. Like,
or she's gonna have vice president.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, I'm the first female president. Who's that Secret Service agent? That's actually my sister, and you probably shouldn't talk to me if she doesn't give you the nod. She's just out here tackling people.
Yeah, dude, that's definitely for sure her baby sister. And then there's your kids who just like. Man. Anything they do, they just excel at it. It's incredible.
Brianna's been really, really good at volleyball here.
Yeah.
And I mean, she picked it up 6 months ago, maybe less than that. And we're looking at competitive teams for her now. She's just kind of natural with it. And Malia is probably going to be one of the smartest people in the world. I tell you, this girl has been doing like 8th grade algebra for 6 months now.
She's in what grade?
She's in 4th.
Wow.
We just randomly one day I was like, oh, you like math? Here's an algebra. And I threw some letters in there. And she was just like, what do letters do? And I said, you got to figure out the number for the letters. Showed her one time. And now she's just like, can you give me another one? Can you give me another one? She's doing Sudokus every day. She's being tested for the gifted program. Like,
that's incredible.
I could brag on our kids all day.
I got tested for the gifted program too, but I think mine was a little different.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to ride a special bus to school and everything. It was pretty cool.
Oh, man. They wanted me to ride it, but I was like, no, I'll just walk. They wonder why it took me 2 hours to get to school every day.
Oh, my God. That's funny, man.
All right. Well, we going to end it here. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Is it okay to give other parent dating?
What? Is it okay to give other parents parenting advice?
Wow, that took another turn. Y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Now the next episode, y'all might want to stick around for. Should
like,
you
comment,
give
subscribe,
parents dating advice?
And we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.